Oh, yeah, we're good. We in there.
Back at it.
Let's go. Yeah, you can see it right here and everything. We in there like swimwear. We in there. Let's go. What's going on? It's that trial and error, bro. You just gotta do stuff and figure it out.
Yeah, you just working through the process, man.
We working through the process, and we gonna be great. We are going to be great. Now, can I get? Now I wonder now because they on that bull. Can I get my chats in my man? Hold on. Now we good. Like we're good. We can get rolling. Capture. Whoa. They're doing all this other stuff. Yeah, so hopefully everybody who is man, I wonder if I gotta give everybody. We sent out all these links to people to see if we can. Oh yeah, see now I gotta give the guys. We sent out all them links to the people so they could tune in, and now we gotta send another link. Man,
oh, so the link is different now.
Ah, yeah, man. That's bogus. That's bogus. But we can still roll. We can still do this. I think you're our concurrent viewer. But we can make this thing work.
I got to keep at least one view on the video at all times.
Maybe I should put mine on, and then we can have 2 viewers. We're so whack early on. We gotta make ourselves our own viewers. Hey, that's part of the journey of getting started in this thing, right? That's what makes all this fun, right? Is that we have no clue what we're doing. Bro, I'm so lost. I'm not forgetting even how to use my own damn phone. But it's all good because it's part of the process.
These lives, man, I'm seeing how I look sleepy, like how my job is stressing me out. I got these. Boy, my eyes look rough.
Dang, your job stressing you out that bad, huh? You out here looking crazy.
Nah, they ain't doing nothing to me. We just it ain't. You know what? It really ain't even like that. Really, I've worked. Wait a minute. Today is Wednesday, right? So I've worked 12 days in a row.
Yeah, man, you worked 12 days. You have worked 12 days in a row because you went to Orlando.
11 days in a row. Because Monday, what week are we in?
We are in.
Because the Monday, June 10th was my birthday. So I didn't work that day. But I worked 11, 12.
It's June 19th. So you've worked 9 days. Or 8 days.
11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19. 7 days? No, and the weekend days. So 9 days, yeah.
It's 9 days. Yeah,
9 days.
Yeah, you didn't work, baby.
Yeah, I don't know how I got 12. Well, my math. I need to go back to school.
Oh, we got our first comment. What's up, Tennessee Matt? Shout out to the boy Tennessee Matt. We doing good out here. My brother, man, he a few weeks out from getting married. What's going on, man?
You know what? Shout out to Matt.
That man. Okay, we getting some other shout out to everybody in the comment section. Deshaun, have we thought about what our poll question is gonna be?
Oh man,
because you know I like those polls.
Pause. No Diddy. Stop it. Get some help.
Oh if you watched our disastrous first stream, you'd understand where that joke came from. If you haven't, go back and watch it. It's great. Oh man, we got people working late. You can always check it out later. But yeah, we had a good. I felt like we had a good poll question. What was our poll question?
The poll question last time was, "What should we eat for dinner?"
And we ate. It was something good.
You made it something good or something healthy.
And we ended up choosing something good.
Mm-hmm.
And we was something slumped.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, we ended up going to Chipotle, and they wasn't slacking on giving us stuff this time around, man. They was kind of hooking it up. So we was eating good.
Yeah, it was good.
Almost too good, bro. I went to sleep. I felt crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You know how when you eat too much, you be feeling like real crazy? Man, is it me? Like, maybe my health is in such bad shape, and that's why you need to turn into personal trainer D, no Diddy, and get me on a workout plan again, because, man, I ate that, I was feeling crazy, bro. I'm like, man, I definitely put on some pounds, but... You know, but it was good, and that was the whole thing, was eat something good. That was the whole game plan, was to eat something good, and we did that.
You sending out some more links right now?
Yes, I'm sending out new links to the homies, because we got to find a way to get some people. Ooh, good. We getting good questions. See, or Tiger, I should call you. I just gave you.
You can say whatever you want to. I
don't know how I feel about giving out our government names. Should we be giving out our government names? That might be the whole question. Should we be giving out our government names? But to answer Matt's question, the new anime. You gotta go Windbreakers. Kaiju number 8 has been really good. I'm enjoying a train to the end of the universe. That's my speed. If you know me, you know I love me some cute girls doing cute things, and that's cute girls doing cute things in sort of like a messed up universe where Ikebukuro is ruined by 7G. And that's going to get all the conspiracy tinfoil people moving and shaking. Like, see, that's what's going to happen to us. But Kaiju number 8 is getting really good. Especially now. I don't want to give no spoilers out there to anybody who hasn't watched it. But, Kaiju number 8 is becoming pretty good.
I'm putting the best anime in the chat right now.
Man,
I'm putting the best anime in the chat right now.
Stop! Why you out here lying to these people? Vampire Dormitory is trash. Do we want to talk about this? Do we really want to talk about this? Vampire Dormitory is trash.
Listen, Matt, cancel whatever your plans are for tonight. If you gotta include your lady,
do not include Allie in watching freaking. Should I put her name out there? I'm in this wait a minute. Do not put your I'm out here putting out. I'm using people's government names, not their full names. So there's a million Alleys out there in the world, so they might not know which Alley it is. But shout out to Matt and Allie getting married.
Oh, you know what?
July 13th. You know. But you don't want to know what Vampire Dormitory is. It is the cringe fest. It's the creme de la cringe.
This looks unsafe. Look at that.
Yeah, we might have to buy a new one. Oh, boy. Well, I've been doing podding by myself for so long, I forgot about that silver microphone. Not that I don't love it, but
dang, bro.
We might have to buy one.
It's on hard times, but... Yeah, Matt.
Yes, Matt. Don't do it to yourself. No.
Matt. My God.
Do not do it.
My God.
Vampire Dormitory is like it's like shoujo anime at its worst. Cause they tried to put a trap in there. It is the worst trap ever. Like it's not like Hideyoshi or any of the other ones. It is a girl trying to be a guy, and it's clearly a girl. And they're trying to make you act like you're watching a BL or a boys' love, but you're not because it's a girl. And it's just so cringy and so bad. And the story makes no sense. Oh, he's saying we're echoing bad. Is that maybe...
Shoot.
Man, you been moving around your microphone.
Hold on. Is it still echoing bad right now?
I hope not. I tried to turn down the gain on my microphone or something. Maybe, are we too close to each other? I'm not entirely sure. Get away from me. Be on the other side of the table. Maybe it's also because I'm talking loud and I'm up near my micro. Let's go into the... Oh, it's me. See, it's because I got a loud-ass voice. So here's what we're about to do. We're about to go inside this thing. You see, we're going to go into the mixer. We're going to turn my stupid ass down. Yeah, we're going to turn me down a little bit. And hopefully that should make it a little better. So that way I'm not the problem. Because I don't like being the problem. I like to be the solution. And my solution to you... Hold on, it's not working.
Damn.
Oh, it's because I...
You gotta give her the new link.
I gotta give her the new link. Hold on. Help is on the way. I'm telling you, the third time is going to be a charm. The third time we do this, this is going to be moving like clockwork. Oh, man, this is going to be moving. This is going to be brilliant. Y'all going to love what we doing here. Push my mic away from me. I don't think... My voice is very loud, you guys. It's good. It's not going to... I'd have to turn the gain down in order for it to not be... You see, I'm pushing the mic away from him. It can be off the screen for all I know, but it's gonna still be pretty. I think it's my voice is loud. I'm trying to change the mixing on it to make it not so loud, but okay. I pushed. And also let me see if the volume. I can also turn down the volume on my microphone, which hopefully that helps a little bit. But it shouldn't be. But we do have two microphones pretty close together, and they might pick up each other a little bit. But
hey, listen, we new to this process.
Hey, we
learning.
To this thing. We appreciate you with all the echoing. Because I did a test run before, we got on here, and it sounded fine to me, but maybe it's different. Oh, I've watched all the new Konosuba. Dijon or Tiger, or however you want to call it. However you want to refer to him, you haven't even seen the first season of Konosuba, have you?
No, I have not.
Boy, you gotta get on it, man. Konosuba is funny, bro. Konosuba is great. Yeah, yours is fine, but mine is echoing. What? So what makes mine so? Okay, I turn. How do I sound now? If you guys just continue to update us.
Well, I mean, since your mic is struggling and folks are asking me questions on the chat, I'm just going to go ahead and address it while you're doing it. Hey, listen, man. Any restoration at you is going to have to come from me because it's not going to happen in real life.
I don't think that's true. I think you guys are going to be fine, man. You guys are bringing in good recruiting classes. As long as Mario Cristobal just takes a knee when it's time to take a knee, things will get better. You guys got a good quarterback. You guys got talent everywhere. You guys are bringing in talent. And the true freshman talent that you played last year played well.
Troy, I am broken. 20 years, bro. 20 years.
Listen.
It is 2024. Miami joined the ACC in 2004. Do you know how many times that we've been to the ACC championship game?
Hey.
Do you know how many times we've won the ACC? Do you know how many times we won 10 games in the season since 2004? Well, technically 2, because we did it in 2004 as well.
But you know what, though? Things can turn around. Things can turn around. Again, if you're consistently recruiting well, you're consistently bringing in talent, you got the quarterback situation figured out, eventually this thing has to turn around. So I think that this is the year. I mean, you guys got you got some tricky games in there. You know, you play Florida, Florida State. Y'all don't play Clemson, do you?
No, I don't think so.
I just think again, Tennessee, Matt's going through it. Do you know how long it took for Tennessee to finally get good?
Yeah, they've had more 10-win seasons than Miami over the same time.
Yeah, because of these last 2 years. But for a while there, they wasn't winning no 10 games. But then finally, Heupel got this thing cooking, and it's cooking. And Mario Cristobal has won at Oregon and other places. He might have messed up some quarterback play with Justin Herbert at times a little bit, but he got it right. He's going to get it right at Miami. I firmly believe that. I want to just take a quick look at y'all's schedule because I don't remember it off the top of my head. But, oh, no, that's basketball. I'm trying to use my mouth.
Yeah, you can look at the basketball team. They actually win things.
They did last year.
Well, last year was rough, but after you go to the Elite Eight and Final Four in consecutive seasons, which the program has never, ever did, and I thought would never, ever happen in my whole entire life, which is maybe y'all's point. Maybe some things can happen that I don't think will happen. But them boys cooking.
But you go at Florida where you're a 3-point favorite on the road. That tells you what people think about you guys.
It always says what they think about the Gators too. Yeah. No disrespect if the homie Alex is on this live. I ain't coming for y'all. We can trash talk later or whatever if you want to, but I don't know what kind of team y'all got, what kind of team we got. But all I know is we ain't been nothing the last 20 years.
You guys got Florida on the road, Florida A&M, that's way up. Ball State, you guys handled the best team in the MAC pretty easily last year. I don't see that being a problem. You guys go to the Fowler boys, South Florida.
I might have to go to that.
Oh, we pulling up to that game for sure. If we don't
go to the Gator game, we're
definitely going to the South Florida.
Yeah, that's a must.
You get Virginia Tech, who might be resurging at home. That's a plus. You go at Cal. Cal isn't good. Then you get a week off before you go to Louisville. You might need to really win that game. Florida State at home, good. Duke at home. That better be a win. Especially now that Manny Diaz is coaching them. You guys can't beat Georgia Tech. I know that's a tough one. That's a rough spot right there. Wake Forest at home and Syracuse in the Carrier Dome. With the talent that you guys have, this is a very manageable schedule in my humble opinion. So, see. That's 9-3. You go 9-3. You get to a bowl game, or maybe you get early. I don't think you're getting into the playoffs at 9-3, but that's a 9-3 is a good turnaround season. That means things are going in the right way, right? Or what do you feel about that going 9-3?
That's fine.
For Miami. You take that?
That's fine. I like to win a bowl game. That would be nice too. We don't do that. We haven't done that since 2016.
Shoot, Michigan might be 9-3 this year.
Yeah, but y'all's schedule is way harder.
Yeah, but we're just coming off of winning a national championship, so we're expected to still be good, but it's gonna be tough. You got Fresno State at home, Texas at home, Arkansas State, USC. Our first 5 games, even with the harder schedule, are all at home. That is the Michigan difference.
Y'all got a good athletic director. That's how you're supposed to do it.
No, he don't. He sucks. Ward Manuel sucks, and I don't care if he hears this.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I take that back. I know who that is. Yeah, never mind. I take that back.
Man, what's y'all schedule looking like? I didn't know this was going to turn into a college football preview, but that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this live stream is we're just talking. So this thing could go wherever we want it to go. So now we're basically having like a way too early season college football preview.
As you go and look through Tennessee's schedule, I just want to make this point. We like to do this preseason. Oh, go through the schedule. Oh, y'all will beat this team. Y'all beat that team. Baze type business. Like Miami, don't be going 7-6 against bum ass ACC teams every year.
But man,
like I guarantee you, last year at this time when you went through Miami's schedule, and it's time to start buying them Athlons and Phil Steele's and all those magazines. It's that time of the year. But when we start going through that stuff, I guarantee you didn't pick us to lose to Georgia Tech at home.
Well, you shouldn't have.
And we didn't take a damn knee and lost.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I appreciate y'all's optimism, y'all's positivity. Listen, we do have some talent on this team. We have like potential household name type niggas on this team, okay? But I don't, until I see it, I won't believe it. Well, I've been burned too many times.
We'll see. I understand, but I just feel like at some point this thing has to turn around. And there's just things that, like, if you got good quarterback play, you got good talent, and you have a pretty favorable schedule, it can't go wrong. Like last year, we were kind of iffy on TVD, and the thing about it is he started off well, and then he reverted back to what he was last year. But Cam Ward is a lot better. Like, Cam Ward is a legit NFL prospect. TVD ain't no NFL prospect. He not even. I think he's about to be at Wisconsin. Nobody get thinking Wisconsin's better now that they got TVD.
I think his style of play is a good fit there, actually. Because he's a big, plotting. Sometimes he's fast. I don't understand.
Well, now that this new Wisconsin with Bickle, where they're a little bit more spread.
That's true.
So they're not the Wisconsin that we've always known. That was like under the Barry Alvarez footprint. But anyway, let me get into Tennessee real quick. I'm always fascinated to look at SEC schedules, because like now the SEC is so ridiculous. Like every game that SEC teams play are so hard. Like, okay, so let's go through Tennessee's schedule in the new Nico Iamaleava era. So we're starting off with Chattanooga at home. There's your layup. Then you get NC State at NC State. And you know, as an ACC guy, going to NC State is never easy.
Nah, it's tough. I also know as an ACC guy, except for like last year and maybe even the year that Florida State won the national title, I don't.
Actually, I take that back. This game is at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay,
so it's at the
even more to the point.
I definitely like Tennessee in that.
Yeah, for sure. And SEC teams be cooking ACC teams.
Not only.
Except for last year, like I just said, and in the year that Florida State won the national title. The ACC was cooking around that time, too. Yeah. Otherwise, the SEC, man.
Then you get Kent State at home. Then you get Oklahoma out on the road. That's going to be a tough game. Then you get a bye week at Arkansas. And these games, these are flexes on the times. Okay, that's interesting. Florida, then the game that used to be the third, the third Saturday in September?
October.
Or something like that is now my birthday. On my birthday, Florida plays Tennessee. So, Tennessee, man, I might be in town for that game. Just saying. Then they play Alabama. And then at home. Kentucky at home, Mississippi State at home, at Georgia, UTEP at home, and then Vanderbilt the club. That's actually not that bad of a schedule, considering it's a SEC schedule.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I agree with that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There is not, like I'm saying, there's not hard games on it. I mean, you're talking about you got to go at Oklahoma and at Georgia in the same year. But that's just a testament to how ridiculous these schedules are. Like, do you guys know what Florida's schedule looks like coming up?
It's not.
Florida's schedule is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, it's not cool.
That's
not cool. Man.
I don't wish Florida's schedule on anybody.
If they make a bowl game, That's a good.
They got to keep Billy Napier if he make a bowl game. Because his schedule is hard.
His schedule is crazy.
I think Michigan would struggle to make a bowl game with this schedule.
Oh, y'all winning 7 on this schedule.
We'll win. Yeah, we'll probably win 7, but that's not my point. This schedule is crazy.
At least 7, I say.
So you're talking. Florida has Miami at home, as we spoke about, and they're a 3-point underdog. And I'm here to tell you, Miami is at best the middle of the pack of the strength of their schedule.
Well, y'all gonna see.
But hey, we'll keep going through this. They play Samford. They're a layup. I think their only layup of the year. Then they get Texas A&M at home, at Mississippi State. UCF at home, which UCF is getting some talent. Like, they've been in this portal cooking. At Tennessee, yeesh. Kentucky at home. Georgia and Jacksonville. Then, oh my gosh, this is just not right. Then they finish the season at Texas, home for LSU, home for Ole Miss, and at Florida State. When your last 5 games are Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, and Florida State, what in the whole hell? I mean, seriously, what are we doing here? That's crazy. That's crazy talk, man. You like Florida over what? I don't know about that. Florida over LSU. I mean, LSU lost Jaden Daniels, but Brian Kelly's been able to recruit, and I don't know. I mean, I guess I could see Florida pulling that off. Like, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but they're going to need it. And I just think it's how will the team hold up against LSU after playing Georgia and Texas before them? I mean, it's just a murderous row of a schedule. But, that's going to be life in the SEC these days. Like, when you play schedules like that, it's going to be pretty difficult, man. So, good luck to the Gators, man. Like I said, if you guys get to a bowl, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. And because this is a schedule that's crazy, But again, I appreciate you guys all listening to this live stream. We're not done yet. I just like to throw that in there. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. If you like what we're doing here, give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell so you can get notifications. Because you got to throw in all that stuff. Like we talked about, are you really even content creator if you don't throw that lingo in there?
I feel like at this point, it's like people are desensitized to it. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Like, when they say that, I'm so used to them saying it, it just doesn't even register with me anymore. You're like, oh, you like, subscribe? You're like,
I do. But do people really do that because they say that? Or I just feel like people subscribe to channels that they like. But we hope you like our channel. I hope so. You probably don't like it because you probably like, oh, Troy, you're echoing still. I'm like, damn it. What am I supposed to do about this? Well, I think, to be honest, I think you guys are all on delay. So when we talk about stuff, you guys hear it well after we say it. It has to do with like latency or things, something like that. There's like some terminology for it that I can't completely remember, but it has something to do with that. But yes, when we are talking, what I'm saying right now, you're probably not going to hear until like 5 or 10 seconds later.
Is it that latent?
It's pretty late now. I tried to put it on ultra low latency, but there's definitely still a pretty fair lag to it.
I guess because I'm watching the live on my phone, like as we're doing this, and it is a pretty, like, it's a delay. Like, I'm saying stuff right now, 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10. It just now.
Yeah. If you were 45, you shouldn't be 45 seconds behind. You might have went back in your lane, but you can always you can take the thing to live and it'll get you back on where you're supposed to be. But yeah, you shouldn't have been 45 seconds behind. But it's all good. But
yeah. Hey, can I just say this too, man? Shout out to the people that's been on here this whole time, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all are the real day one. Shout out to all y'all. I'm probably going to text you guys after this thing is over and let you guys know that I appreciate you guys coming on and commenting and being interactive with us, because maybe hopefully with you guys being interactive, and the average view duration is like 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure, man. I just want to make sure, man, let y'all know we appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Troy, this is only the second time he's done this. The first time we definitely got some love from, I think there was like 3 people that was on there.
Yeah.
And now it's like upwards of 5. And y'all have been hanging in there, and I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know. I'll speak for you.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. And again, these lives are for you. It's for me because I enjoy doing them and I love talking and connecting with people and sharing thoughts and ideas. But this is for you guys. Like, this is a space for you guys to ask us questions, or we could just have a good conversation.
Right.
And again, we could talk about sports, anime, life, whatever. It's not restricted to just sports. I know that's like the thing that I'm known for. Also, I'm known for anime. I'm known for a lot of different things. But it can be a lot of different things. And maybe, I'm sure somebody will probably come out and tell me, oh, you should focus on one thing, because those are 2 things that are all over the place. But, again, it's whatever energy is put out there, man. Like, I just want to talk to people and just share and oh, that's a good question. What shirt do you have on today? Do y'all know what today is? Come on, y'all know what today is.
Hey, you know what, man? I got an idea. I'm going to be right back. Keep going.
Oh,
keep talking. So, it ain't got nothing. What I'm about to do has nothing to do with the shirt I got on, but just...
What, you got an idea?
I got an idea. We going to see how it goes.
Oh, man.
I'm trying stuff, okay?
He just See, this is Panda Just Talking, where Tiger or Dijon or whatever the hell you want to call him just leaves in the middle of the stream. But anywho, happy Juneteenth, everybody. Shout out to the brothers and sisters of the world. This was the day that we were truly free, not July 4th. Oh, wait. Did I just hear a speaker? Uh-oh. Dijon out here getting speakers. I'm nervous. Oh, and he busted out the rose gold.
Chill.
He's got the rose gold out here.
Let me cook, bro.
Oh, we cooking. I'm always about, and you got to answer the question, which we kind of did by bringing. I kind of did by bringing up Juneteenth, but at some point he's gonna try to.
E. Forbes, is it blessing you?
Is it
blessing you?
Is the shirt? It's blessing. It's giving.
Is it giving?
Is it? Are you slaying? I'm intentionally sounding like an old person because I am trying to come to the realization that I am washed up. I am getting to be an older millennial, and now that my brother is now. Can I say your age online?
Bro, we don't hide from age, bro. Age is a blessing. Some folk don't even get to this point.
So yeah, now that my brother's 40, I mean, I don't know how much it sunk into him that he's 40, but it sunk into me like, damn, my brother's old. So I'm old. So now, and then also now there's like a couple generations lower than me because you have the Gen Zers and you got the Gen Alphas. So now I'm just embracing the fact that I'm old. I'm even thinking about going to buy me a Kangol even before I get to. I said I wasn't gonna buy a Kangol until I'm 40. I might have to go do it at least get like a fedora or a boater hat because I gotta be old. I gotta show up to y'all. I gotta show up to people's houses and be like, "Where the baked beans?" Yeah, let me hold some baked beans. Oh, what?
Hey,
what is going on?
I'm just saying.
Are you about to get us copyright?
Oh, I can't do this. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
we're gonna get demonetized if I do this.
Oh God!
We're gonna get demonetized.
I just told you, man. I told you on the last stream. If you want to hear a song, just tell me and I will sing it. I can sing. I do this. Oh, we're getting demonetized. Even though we're not even at a point where we can even get monetized.
This video anyway. So
you did all this cooking so you can get us demonetized.
I just wanted to hear.
It is the anniversary. It is the anniversary of our freedom. But please, can you just answer the
young lady's question? Can I answer the young lady's question? Is that what you're about to say?
Yes, I was about to say that.
Okay. Yeah, so, oh man, my video done stopped. That's crazy.
That's why we probably went down to 2 concurrent viewers.
More people just left. They was like,
y'all
walked out of the live. This dude is crazy.
This dude walked out of the live, man. I still can't believe you did that. I forgot to send the link to this guy. Let me see if I can still get him in there.
Send a link to a few people.
Hey, man, I was scrambling at the end, bro.
We got a few people, man. Yeah, you got to get the boy on there.
I'm going to get him on there, but please explain to the people your shirt.
Okay, so a few years ago, Troy and I both went to an art show, and it was this family. It was like a black dude and a Native American lady and all their kids. And so they had all this art that was very it was Afrocentric, but it was how would I describe this? Like natural. Like it used a lot of wood and a lot of like metal and like there was like masks, and so I think it was really a beautiful thing. It was like a combination of just the culture of their family, which was in an African adjacent family and a Native American family, and so I couldn't afford the artwork that they had there. It was too expensive, and I'm poor. Even though I make art myself, it's like I almost need to trade and barter with these homies. You know what I'm saying? But
that would be nice, wouldn't it?
But I couldn't afford any of their artwork. But they had T-shirts available too. So this was the T-shirts that they had there, and it's probably y'all may not be able to see it like on the live, but it says. It has an African mask on here. Like this is what their artwork looked like, right? But just more colorful and stuff. And on here it says, to not know is bad. I will learn how to read upside down.
So you expect these ladies to know how to read, but you can't read.
Listen. This is what you got to do. If you want to find somebody special like Matt did, then you got to be somebody special. So I'm working on my reading so I can find a lady that can read.
Well, you're already pretty special, so... Oh. You set yourself up for that one. You set yourself up for that one.
Anyway.
But let's try this again.
So it says, to not know is bad. To not want to know is worse. So obviously there's a lot of elements of American history as it relates to black people in this country that, some folks might not know and some folks don't want to know. And that's essentially what this shirt is about. So I think it's important. That's why I put this shirt on for Juneteenth, because, I think that there's plenty of people that didn't know about I didn't know about Juneteenth until until I was like a young adult person, like until I was like in my 20s, I didn't really know about Juneteenth. And that was only because I worked at a summer program at the King Arts Complex in Columbus, Ohio. Shout out to the KAC. That was a very Afrocentric environment. It was just all black people working together to make art in the community. And it was a beautiful place, and I loved working there. But anyway, a lot of people don't even know what Juneteenth is or anything about it, and then some people don't want to know because when you tell them what it is for real, they might not be feeling like that's something that we should celebrate. Even though that's crazy,
they're gonna call you woke like Clown Travis does, which he's a whole clown. And if you listen to anything Clown Travis says, don't do that. He's a clown. And he's not even like the funny clown or even like Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal clown. He's just a straight clown. A clown that's not scary, enjoyable, or anything. It's just a clown you see and you just shake your head as he roams around his circus tent spewing nonsense. But yes, happy Juneteenth. Hopefully we didn't lose viewers because we were talking about Juneteenth. But hey, man, it's like Dijon Cert says.
I'm not going to read it again, so don't have me do that.
I know you use all your HP trying to read, not your HP, your XP to read your shirt, but see, that's what I get. I be trying to talk like a RPG player, and the only RPG game I really play is Pokemon. And I messed it up. Look at me. What is the most underrated?
Well, it's funny because you just asked that question the other day.
I did ask that question.
The most overrated anime, the most underrated anime, and my favorite anime. And I mean, we can talk about this, but we might lose viewers again. We might lose some more viewers.
No, we're not gonna lose no viewers. We gonna get this. We gonna get this off. The problem is that everybody's gonna be. Let's just cut to the chase. Our answer is the same. It's licorice.
Except for our favorite anime. Our favorite anime is different.
But he only asked the underrated anime.
Yeah, but our overrated anime and underrated anime is the same. Me and you.
It's Licorice Recoil because I just don't think people really know about Lico Rico. Lico Rico is like the perfect combination of cute adorableness and just crazy badassery. And it's not even in that like trippy way that like Puella Magica, Madoka Magica and all that is. It's like legit cute. Like they have like actual cute moments and it's really like adorable at times. But then at times they be out here busting ass. No diddy.
It's like a nice little low-key lesbian love story. It's very understated. Like, well, actually, there's some moments where you like, oh, they gay. You know what I'm saying?
And there is a gay character on there in Mika.
Definitely. So shout out to the LGBTQ plus. We gotta find a new.
Here's my question though.
We can't be saying all.
Are Black Clover and Fire Force underrated? Those are pretty popular shows. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, to each their own. I mean, I guess maybe you think they should be on the high levels of like Full Metal Alchemist and some of those, but I feel like I do love Fire Force and Black Clover, especially Black Clover. Black Clover is probably in my top 25 favorite anime of all time, which that is a very hard list to get into because I have watched a lot of anime. Your favorite anime is Kill la Kill? Wow, that surprised me. I don't know why, because Kill la Kill is dope. So Kill la Kill is up there as one of my favorites. Shout out to the great Gynax, even though they've gone under bankruptcy.
Oh, no.
So they struggling over there at the Gynax, which Gynax has brought us such great classics like Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, even going back to Nadia. I mean, just classic animes have really come from Gynax and Trigger and all them. Are you going to watch 100 Years? Of course I'm going to watch 100 Years. Are you kidding me? Not only am I going to watch 100 Years Quest, I'm going to be waiting for it because because I've read some of the manga and I know my queen is going to be there early. My girl Brandish is going to be there early because I read some of the manga, so I know she's there. And I went on Pinterest and I get a lot of like pictures from anime on Pinterest, and I got some Brandish photos, and I just was like, oh, I love her. That's why she's in my top 5 waifus. You gotta love good old Brandish, but definitely gonna watch 100 Years Quest. Absolutely gonna watch it. But there's something that you were supposed to do during this live stream that you haven't done yet, and that we haven't done because it's supposed to get us into the algorithm. But now people are gonna be like, "You were supposed to talk about this and you didn't." But I'm like, "Yeah, we did. We just did it in the 45th minute of the show." So. We were supposed to talk about Caitlin Clark, right?
Oh, I was ready to talk about that the whole time. I just thought we was very fluid with this thing, so I was just letting.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
But it's because we've had good viewership and like people have been commenting and saying stuff, and we've been able to interact with them that we never really got to it. But that's dope. Like we actually been just talking and shooting the breeze like we're supposed to.
This is actually rather easy for us. We are the sons of our mom. Okay, and if we have people that actually engage like this, it's not hard for us to talk for 45 minutes. Like, I don't think so.
Yeah, so.
But I fully intended to talk about CC.
Well, we need to talk about Caitlin Clark because that's what brings in the viewers for everybody.
Okay.
So we're riding.
We should have talked about it sooner. We lost.
We should have. Yeah, we should have talked to.
We had 5. Now we got 3. So
yeah.
We lost. Because I feel like them folks that was on here who I think we lost would have definitely stayed to talk.
Yeah, it's pretty much like Matt and Erica. That's all we got left.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's just Matt and Erica. Because the third viewer
is you. We're so pathetic. Oh, this is a great live stream. This is absolutely great. But it's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, it's only gonna get better from here.
Well, the cool thing about doing it, well, I don't know how it is on Facebook and stuff like that, but on YouTube, you can just go back and watch it. So the people that
want to
hear us talk about that, they can just skip ahead to the part where we talk about that.
Always there to watch the homies. That's the kind of loyalty we need. That's the loyalty. See, people be talking about loyalty. They want loyalty. See, that's loyalty right there. You don't always get that.
Yeah, man.
You need that loyalty. You need that love. And I ain't even trying to get on no DJ Khaled type stuff, but for real, that's what you need. You need that love. You need that support. You need that foundation. Yes, that's what we need.
DJ Khaled? Let's move on, man.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. But yeah, go ahead and talk about Caitlin Clark like you wanted to.
Yeah, I noticed that Erica already. She said she changed her view on Caitlin Clark. So
forget what you got to say. What does she got?
Like how her view changed, or like how she sees it differently now.
Oh,
because I know we have been.
I know, yeah, we talked about it the one time.
She comes over and like we talk about all kinds of stuff.
See, what y'all don't know is we actually have the best conversations when we're not on content. Like, there would honestly just be like, we should like booby trap our apartment where we're just like, there's a camera playing at the punch. I didn't just hit a button. So when people come over our house or like, especially when our mom is here, I just hit a button and it'll just start recording and we'll get content, because if I did that, we would have some of the greatest content you've ever heard. Because we're always talking and it's always debating. So a lot of times it gets passionate and it's wonderful. So honestly, when we do these, we're just like kind of just coming up with stuff on the spot. And, you know, a lot of it is organic and we just kind of let it flow. Because I'm here to also tell you, I don't do any preparation when I do these. Shoot, I was watching the Euro tournament like literally an hour before like I really came over here and started prepping, and then Dijon was driving home from work. So like he definitely wasn't doing any preparation.
So this is trash, that's why, because we just don't.
We don't. But yeah, man, I really appreciate.
Yeah, Matt, appreciate
Tennessee
you, bro.
Matt.
Do what you gotta do.
Getting married, man. He out here doing the dream.
I'm gonna take this out. We're gonna talk about Caitlin Clark. I'm just gonna let it out.
Oh, you just letting it all, man. He letting the hair go, bro. That's when you know it gets serious. When you take the hair out on him. But yeah, But Erica, yeah, let us know what has changed for you. Like why your stance changed, because we did talk about it. But go ahead and do what you do, brother Dijon.
So I guess what I want to do is kind of put this in perspective, because I just feel like conversations in general these days just lack nuance, and everything is very black and white, and sometimes quite literally like black and white. But I guess I just want to just offer my perspective on this and like how I kind of see it and how I think this thing has sort of played out. So when I saw Caitlin Clark play in college, I was like, yo, she's nice. Like, I love her style of play. It was very reminiscent of Steph Curry. You know, she's shooting deep threes.
Absolutely.
Like, I never saw a young lady play like this. Now, I seen Elena Delle Donne. I seen, Breanna Stewart, Candace Parker. Like, real, in my eyes, real goats in the sport that played basketball at a high level. Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi had a nice handle. But I never really see anybody play like Caitlin Clark played. So whenever I talk to somebody about women's basketball, that's what I would show them. I would show them highlights of Caitlin Clark. I would shoot them YouTube videos. So I want to just start from this position because I want to be clear that I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark. I think that she's nice. I've enjoyed watching her play going back to Iowa. Another thing that anyone who's really close to me knows about me, okay, is that I like black people stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like black people stuff, and particularly when it comes to sports teams, there's teams that have a culturally black sort of identity, even if it's stereotypical in a sense, right? So even me being a Miami Hurricane fan, which a lot of people know, there's good element of that that's tied to that. They were known as what I would call a hip hop kind of team.
The culture team.
A team of the culture, right? Sure, that might include showboating and celebrating and dancing and swagging and all that stuff, but that's what comes with the culture, So, and then not to mention the fact that a lot of players on the team were black, got people from, urban environments or whatever, man. So I've always had an appreciation for teams like that. I would say the Fab Five at Michigan was kind of a team like that. You know what I mean? I'd even say professionally, in a different sort of way, the Seattle Seahawks, when they won the Super Bowl and stuff, they were like that kind of team, like a lot of personality and culture and that vibe, right? Okay, so I'm not gonna dwell on that.
Right.
Y'all get what I'm saying. So Troy tells me in Caitlin Clark's her junior season that during that season he's like, bro, you got to see LSU. LSU is like, that's one of your kind of teams, bro. You will like them. And he was 100% right. I mean, I'm seeing Flau'jae is a rapper, and like
Angel Reese,
and just their whole like swagger as a team. I was like, yo, I like them. Like I like this team, right? So then naturally, and conversely, right, Iowa, okay, and the team that Caitlin Clark is on, which they had like two black people in the starting lineup, but I mean, girl was biracial, so she was, and I'm not coming for nobody, I'm just saying, the one guard, she was like white passing, right?
Gabby's mixed.
Gabby, she's biracial, but she's really light. Like she's not. If we were in those times where it was necessary to do so, she might.
You're not going with not the paper bag test.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
no, I get what you're saying.
It's a matter of survival at a certain time.
Absolutely, for sure.
So I'm just saying, Gabby was white passing, right? Even though she's biracial, and then the center is she's black, like she's
Hannah Stokey.
Hannah Stokey, right? But pretty much the rest of their team is white, and they're a white team from the Midwest. That they're from Try Hard, Iowa,
and their star player is,
a fun
sharpshooting
girl that shoots from the logo.
So what naturally happens that some people don't want to admit is that when a team like Iowa plays a team like LSU, and again, I'm telling you this as a person who's a Miami Hurricanes fan and witnessed or later on came to know more about this whole Catholics versus convicts concept that happened between Miami and Notre Dame. And it's the same idea. It becomes a racial, cultural kind of thing. Like the black people team versus the white people team. You could kind of do the same deal with Bird and Magic. You know what I mean? Those are individual people versus teams. But even the idea of Magic going to the Lakers and being on a Hollywood team versus Bird being on the Celtics, which is like Boston is like got a lot of colleges and like the little pseudo intellectual try hard Boston team. It's the same idea, right? So Caitlin Clark was already relatively popular because of her style of play, and she's really good. But I believe after that game happened between LSU and Iowa, it really increased her popularity because of that element, that whole rivalry element and that whole cultural divide sort of deal, right? So when Angel Reese is in interviews now saying that this league isn't only being watched because of Caitlin Clark, I played a role in it too, I would say that Angel, in my view, I think it would be better for her to acknowledge all the players that play a role because there's a lot of talented rookies in this year's draft. Whether they're playing well or not is a different conversation, but there was a lot of talented rookies in this year's draft that I think got a lot of attention from fans of basketball, right? Not just Angel Reese. But what I do agree with her, is she actually did play a major role in increasing the popularity of Caitlin Clark just because of that rivalry element.
Yes, I agree. Because you have to even admit, like, even if you're a Caitlin Clark fan, the most viewed games is when Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are involved.
For sure.
Like, by far, the two most viewed games are when they play each other because they build that interest from both sides. Again, it's probably Caitlin Clark brings in... It's not even probably. It's definitely Caitlin Clark brings in more viewers than Angel Reese. I don't think anybody's disputing that.
Right.
At least I hope not, because it would be wrong. But I'll also point out that just being logical and reasonable, there's more white people in America. Right. So when I say that, I think when people hear like, oh, you support Caitlin Clark because she's white, they hear that wrong. And again, you might say, well, you just said it. Like, no, I don't mean that you only support Caitlin Clark because she's white, but that does play a role in it. And to be honest, as a black person, I can't question that because we support black people just because they're black. We do that all the time. So there's nothing. I don't think that there's inherently anything wrong with supporting Caitlin Clark because she's white. To me, it's always just been the coddling and the babying and the vilifying of Angel Reese for things that are commonplace in sports.
Exactly.
And like I was trying to say this from the beginning but I just feel like anytime you say something that goes against or sounds somewhat negative towards somebody people like, they always just write it off as hating. And I'm here to tell you, I do not hate Caitlin Clark. I'm telling you, I've been watching her since she was a freshman.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I do like her. Like, I watch most Fever games when they come on now. Like, there's one on now, and I got the Gamecast on my phone. I want to know how she's doing. I be wanting to know how her, Angel Reese, and best believe once my girl Paige and Juju and all them, they start getting into the league, I'm going to be locked in on them too. But what I'm saying is that there are people out here, whether they're Dave Portnoy, Clown Travis, Jason Whitlock, all these other different people that are trying to turn this into and it's funny because those were the same people that used to say, oh, black people are always race baiting and there's all these race baiters and Stephen A is race baiting and so is race baiting and blah, 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 blah. Oh, everything is so woke. But yet that's exactly what they're doing because they know it's profitable. And my problem is CeCe deserves better than the fans that she has. These people are disingenuous. They don't care about the WNBA. They just care about propping up CeCe and continuing this racial war. And I don't think there's a better prime example of this than when you see that a flagrant one. Keep in mind, this is a flagrant one, and to me, it is a clear, just that, a flagrant one. It was not a malicious attack. It wasn't all that, but it made it to CNN. Angel Reese hits Caitlin Clark on the top of the head going for a block, and that's now on CNN. I mean, this is not where the WNBA wanted this thing to go. This isn't where anybody should want this thing to go. We're not even, a lot of the times people talk about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and these girls. It's not even about basketball. It's about bullshit. And I don't tune in to listen to y'all talk about bullshit. I want to hear y'all talk about basketball. Let's break down some things about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's game. Because even some people that I really respect, like the guys at First Things First, they said they were going to talk about basketball in their game, but it was so surface level. And they gave surface level stats and didn't really. Let's get into the nitty gritty of these things. Like, if Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are going to be the faces of the league, they got to be better players.
For sure.
And I think they're the two best rookies. That's great. I think most of us expected and anticipated them being the two best rookies. But when I watch Angel Reese's game, we didn't talk about how she picked up 3 fouls in the third quarter and it hurt her team because she was fouling. And how actually, if we're going to be critical of Angel Reese, we needed to be critical of the fact that she went into the media and said that some people get a special whistle. And that was the first time I really felt like, oh yeah, she's actually totally hating on Caitlin Clark because those are all fouls. Right. Everything she did in that game was a foul, including her fifth foul where she clearly pitched the girl in the back and they called it. It was a loose ball foul. But, like, we don't talk about how she was fouling. We don't talk about how she needs to work on her footwork and getting better shots in the paint because she just feels like she's just trying to muscle the ball up with effort and intensity, but that doesn't work at the WNBA level. You have to have some skill and some work. And I know she was in the Chris Brickley gym doing work and stuff like that, but that's not. But you have to be able to translate that work that you're putting in there into the game, and it's not. I'd like to see Angel Reese add some mid-range to her game. I'd like to see her get some footwork because I know she is athletic and has the dexterity to do it. We just need to start seeing that more into her game. She adds that, she's going to be a problem because now she can play a little bit more away from the basket, and also now she can do some high-low activity with Camila Cardosa because with them both camping out in the paint, it kind of clogs the paint, and you don't want to do that. And then when you go over to Caitlin Clark is giving you the stats. She still can hit logo threes when at times, but it's not consistent. And the reason why is because it's hard for her to get her shot off because people are guarding her 90 feet, basically full court defense, because that was what the blueprint was in the NCAA tournament when she was going up against West Virginia, UConn, and then after her hot start against South Carolina, they put Raven Johnson on her, and she struggled to get her shot off. You know, we need to talk about that kind of stuff. Let's talk about how a lot of the times, her shot, when she's shooting a three because she's trying to get to the left. So she might need to develop more of a right and her ability to go to the right to get that same three because it now make her even more tough to guard. If she can head fake, then go to the right and pull up, because even then they might try to flow out to the left. But if she can head fake, go right, come back, hit a shot, she's going to be unguardable behind the arc. Then we talk about how in the last game against the Chicago Sky, that was like the first game I really seen her play really solid defense, which she's been struggling to, in my opinion, on defense. She's gotten lost in assignments. She's been beaten off the dribble quite a few times because she's not the most athletic girl out there. So, again, and you might not agree with what I'm saying about them talking about the game, but for me, I just want to talk about the game. Because to me, that's what matters. These games are what matters. What's going on, man? What's going on, B? But yeah, like when we talk about Caitlin Clark and we talk about this stuff, I want to talk about basketball. Like to me, that's what matters. And I'd like to talk about all the girls, like Cameron Brink, which unfortunately, I don't know if you know, but we unfortunately lost Cameron Brink to an ACL injury for the season. So she's going to miss the Olympics. She's going to probably miss the rest of the season.
She was chosen to the Olympic team?
She was doing to do the 3-on-3 basketball in the Olympics or something like that. So she's not going to be able to do that. Because that's a tough blow. But, you know, when we talk about WNBA, we don't want to be talking about racial wars and babying the league so that Caitlin Clark can be great. We want Caitlin Clark to rise above the toughness and all the stuff that they're doing to her. So then that really shows her greatness. Like, man, I'm a dog in this league, and they was trying to beat me up and get me out of this league. I just want to talk, when it comes to this, I want to talk basketball. But if we're going to be under the premise of all publicity is good publicity, so now we got flagrant ones on CNN, and that's great publicity for the WNBA because people are talking about it, then okay, I don't want to hear y'all complaining about when they're showing Taylor Swift after every play during the Chiefs game. And a team should just go sign Tim Tebow because they're going to sell jerseys and they're going to make money. Sports is supposed to be about the sport. And when we get into these love affairs with money, this is how we start getting the All-State 12 in college football and this stupid 12-team playoff that we don't need. It's when we get into talking about money, it ruins and running and drawing in all these unnecessary casuals at times. That's what ruins sports, in my humble opinion. But for me, I just want to... Talking about Caitlin Clark would be more fun when we get into talking about the game. That's what I want.
For sure.
But go ahead.
I seen that that Erica said on here that's the fans, and again, that was the thing. I know when her and I and you talked that day, and we talked about how she gets treated and stuff, or how people feel about her. But that ties in. It's about. There's fans that love basketball, right? Like me and you that just love basketball. And we appreciate Caitlin Clark for what she does as a basketball player. We can also call her out when she's not playing well, or that she's not adjusted well to the league, or when Diana Taurasi says that she's going to struggle in the league, but then her fan base will take something that you and I or Taurasi will say and be like, oh, y'all are just hating. Y'all just like the rest of the girls in this league that are just haters and da-da-da-da. And it's like, we can't even have objective conversations about this girl because, and again, it's on multiple levels. It's like, some of y'all, it's because she's a Midwestern white girl and y'all just want to protect her for that, right? For some of y'all, it's because of the money element that you're just talking about, where it's like, y'all got to stop, treating her like this and denigrating her like this way when she's the cash cow. And for the racial element of it, it just is what it is. Folks that don't want to acknowledge that, that's fine. Whatever.
Well, you can't help but acknowledge. Why else would it be getting on CNN if it wasn't
for sure.
The people who want to say that there's no racial undertone about this, they are lying at their ass.
And again, I want to be clear. For everybody, it's not a racial element. I'm just saying, for some people, it definitely is. For some people, it's not. The money element piece of it, for me, okay. Beyond what you so eloquently already said about how when we start just doing everything for money, it destroys the sport. I feel like you could have an excellent conversation, because you and I have already had, about how casuals and money can absolutely destroy sports, right? And just really a lot of things that we love can get destroyed by that. But my thing is, I want people to be really honest with themselves. Disingenuous is a word we've been using a lot lately. I want you to think about you as a competitor or any element of your life. And if somebody comes into a space, okay, and you are better than them. You are better than them. But everybody is saying, oh, we have to protect them, and oh, we have to do everything, and don't do this to them because they're making money for us. You don't care. In fact, if anything, you're gonna want to go even harder. You're gonna be like, yo, this person is all the big money maker, all this, that. I know I'm better than them, and I'm about to bust their head right now. And I'm not saying bust their head literally. And I know some of these fouls are physical or whatnot, right? But there's other players that have come into various sports leagues that got similar treatment. But because of all the elements of this, I just feel like there's a different level of attention to it. And frankly, I think that this is a conversation I like to have for another time. But it's like we're coddling women. See, I feel like that's an element in this too. Is like, this was men's basketball. We're just like, oh, men are straight. This league's already supported. It's already popular. You know, some player can come in the league. If it's Luka or somebody, they can get beat up. We don't care. But it's like we're coddling the women. We're like, oh, we want this league to be successful, and it's only going to be successful if you guys protect her. And I'm like, this is a problem in our society. We can't be. I don't. Want
and that's why I think, and that's why I often use the term disingenuous. Because ask yourself, especially those of you who are on the internet and you see the conversation about Caitlin Clark, have you ever heard a person who just was tuning in primarily for Caitlin Clark come out after seeing Caitlin Clark and saying, "Man, I came to watch Caitlin Clark, but boy, that Dejanay Carrington girl, she impressed me."
Right.
Or, man, I came and watched Caitlin Clark, but, whoa, Aja Wilson? I see why she's won multiple MVPs and has led the Aces to back-to-back WNBA championships. You don't hear them say anything like that. All I ever do is come on and praise Caitlin Clark when she does anything. They shit on her teammates, which, oh, by the way, her teammates are getting better game by game. Aaliyah Boston is cooking. Yeah. Kelsey Mitchell, arguably, to me, was the best player on the team at one point and at one stretch.
And now Alyssa
was playing some defense on Angel Reese. Yeah. But nobody ever comes out and says, and when they play well, nobody says. Like, Caitlin Clark had a game where she had 7 points, and they almost won. It was like, nobody said, man, her teammates really picked her up. Right. Man, they really helped her out because she wasn't playing well, but they won anyway because these other people, they're not acknowledging anybody else is good in the league. It's only about Caitlin Clark. And it's like they hold it over them. Like, you know that person who does something for you? Yes. And then holds it over you like, well, I did this for you. You owe me. That's what these Caitlin Clark fans are basically doing to the WNBA. And it's like, oh, you treated my player bad after she's brought you guys chartered flights, which is not true. And all these things, she's bringing in all the money. She's the cash cow. She's going to lead to you guys getting $1 million contracts. It's like they're holding this over when these guys are out here, these ladies are out here trying to compete and trying to do their thing and make a name for themselves in their own way. And it's like like Dijon said, they feel like they're better. Yeah. They feel like they're better. And y'all are over here just going, well, none of y'all matter. In fact, y'all suck. She's the reason why we're watching.
And I want y'all people to be honest and genuine about this. If this girl's getting all this attention and people, bro, the disrespectful things that people say, oh, we wouldn't even be watching this league if it wasn't for her. The whole reason we're even here is because of her, right?
So how is that good for the WNBA if you say, I wouldn't watch this league if it wasn't for her? How's that good for the NBA, WNBA as a whole? Sounds like it's only good for Caitlin Clark.
Right. And then, we're players in this league. We're going with that. Hey, thanks, Caitlin. Thanks for getting some eyes and attention on us. And now we out here cooking, right? We out here playing and hooping and cooking. But then everybody just continues to talk about her. That's what I keep asking. I'm like, Caitlin Clark got y'all to the WNBA. That is great. Y'all didn't stay for Aja Wilson. Y'all didn't stay for Breanna Stewart. Y'all didn't stay for Dejounte Carrington. Like what happened? So then to me it feels disingenuous. If you literally have now started watching the WNBA for Caitlin Clark and you're not talking about other players, then it's not real to me.
And again, I wasn't alive for Bird and Magic because like that's the comparison that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark get compared to is Bird and Magic. I wasn't alive to know what the talk and what the fanfare was like during that time, but I find it hard to believe that they were the only two players that anybody ever talked about.
No.
I have a hard time believing that because also the Bad Boy Pistons came up in that time era, so people were definitely talking about Isaiah Thomas and other people. Then Michael Jordan eventually came into the league, and there was other people that came in, and there were probably players already. Bird and them came, and Magic came to teams that were already pretty good when they got there.
Right.
So it wasn't like, so they were already established players that people, I'm sure, maybe didn't respect as much as Bird and Magic, but they still respected them. It wasn't like, oh, Bird and Magic are the only thing that matters, and they're the. I don't know. Again, I just find that hard to believe. But maybe that's because when I was born and I really started paying attention to the NBA, the NBA had already made its mark. So I can't imagine a time where it wasn't like that. But for me, it just seems like I don't see how the league can go, the WNBA can go forward because all that ever matters is Caitlin Clark.
And another reason why this isn't a straight apples to apples comparison, like Bird and Magic to Angel Reese and Clark, is because Bird and Magic were stars immediately too when they came to the league. Like they were playing at a high level that they were among, the top 10 best players in the league immediately. Caitlin Clark, I ain't hating. I like her as a player. She's not. She's going to probably win Rookie of the Year. She's playing well enough as a rookie to do that. But she's not one of the better players in the league. So even if Bird and Magic were still getting a certain level of attention, it was worth. They was deserving.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I keep coming back to. Like, it's not deserved at this point for Caitlin Clark.
So it's like, I just want the growth of the WNBA as a whole. And if Caitlin Clark is the catalyst that started the growth, I'm fine with that. I don't think anybody has a problem with that. But also, I just think that also black people want to say Angel Reese is part of this, and I think she plays a role, which the Caitlin Clark fans mostly disrespect her. So, like, they make it out, oh, Angel Reese is just bullying poor Caitlin Clark. You guys are bullying Angel Reese. All because she did a gesture to her at the end of a game, which people trash talk all the time. Y'all get more upset about the stuff that happens to Caitlin Clark than Caitlin Clark. But then you guys say, oh, well, she just takes the high road. And because she knows what time it is. I mean, I seen a video on Twitter of her crashing out. If Angel Reese was doing what I seen Caitlin Clark was doing, they would rip her to shreds. But, to wrap up Caitlin Clark conversation, because I kind of want to talk about the Euro tournament, which might draw away everybody, the remaining few people that we do have. But to wrap up Caitlin Clark, guys, if Caitlin Clark is the reason why you were brought in, pay attention to the other girls in the league. They're not all lesbians. They're not all these black strong lesbians like you try to make out the WNBA. There's a lot of people from a lot of different cultures that are straight or whatever, or we don't even know their orientation, which we don't need to know their orientation. We're supposed to be here to watch them play basketball. Now, if you got some issues with how the game of basketball is being played, if you want to talk about how too many of these girls are smoking layups, I'm with you. If you want to talk about how the ball looks a little goofy, I'm with you. If you want to talk about, which I think is the solution to a lot of the WNBA's problem, is that the teams need to coincide with the franchises in the NBA, and there need to be like the Lady Lakers, the Lady Pacers, and teams like that. If we want to talk about that, I'm down to talk about that too. But this other nonsense like, oh, Caitlin Clark needs to be safeguarded and CNN and Fox News getting involved in this. Nah, y'all can keep that. I don't want nothing to do with that. And if that's the rate we're going with Caitlin Clark talk, I won't talk about her again. Because I came here to watch the WNBA to see some basketball and see how Caitlin Clark's game translated to the WNBA at the highest level. I ain't come here to talk about that. But anywho, the Euro tournament's been going on. There were some pretty solid games today. You saw, man, I was watching Albania and who were they playing? Croatia. And boy, that ended up being a 2-2 draw, but it was looking dicey for Croatia. But then they got 2 goals, and one of them was an own goal, and then the dude who got the own goal scored the goal of the draw to force the draw, man. That was an exciting game, especially at the end. It was real back and forth. It was real up and down. That was a good game. That was a solid game. Germany is on. They beat who did Germany beat? Hungary. They beat Hungary. They won 2-0. Got goals from Musiala and Ilkay Gundogan. And they're through. Like, they got 6 points. They're through. And then, and then Switzerland and Scotland drew 1-1. So Scotland isn't completely done. And Switzerland, I think, is going to be through because they got 4 points. And I think that would be enough to get you through. But it's on the fritz. But, you know, the dominant teams that I thought were going to really dominate in the Euros tournaments have looked kind of, you know, they've looked okay. Like, I mean, obviously, the only big team that's really lost was Belgium. But we expect that from Belgium because Belgium always chokes in the big tournaments. But, like, you know, England, they looked real shaky against Serbia. We're going to see what they look like against, I think they're playing Denmark. Yeah, they're playing Denmark. France looks shaky, and Mbappe has a broken nose. And they play the Dutch on Friday, which is the European McDonald Derby. Because I like to root for the Netherlands. Dijon likes the French because he thinks he's a Frenchman because his name is Dijon. So I keep leaning into the mic. And I think that's what's causing my problems. But it's when I get passionate, I like to get all up in the action.
You like to get all up in that? Yo. Okay, listen. You might not agree, but we're going to talk about this right here on the live. Like, I definitely think that it's good for us to give them the information and the facts. And we be, you know what I'm saying? We know our stuff in sports. I'm ready to, I think we should clown on these lives too.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm here to clown.
We got a little serious with the Caitlin Clark stuff.
We got real serious with Caitlin. I'll put that on me because I just been feeling away about this Caitlin stuff because I got love for Caitlin, but I got love for black people and I got love for women's basketball. For anybody that's watching this live still, whoever's remaining or whoever watches it later.
And we got 3 concurrent viewers. We cooking.
And one of them's me. I used to coach. I used to coach basketball, like youth basketball, like 11 and under.
He was coaching that hood rec center ball.
I coached a co-ed league that was boys and girls, and they were like 8 and under. And then I coached a girls team that was 11 and under, and I coached some girls that was like 13 and under too. But I coached girls, and that's the other thing too is like when I see the WNBA, y'all, some of y'all. I ain't gonna go there. Let me just leave that alone. Yeah,
don't go into your little Darvingham coaching days in the rec centers.
Nah, that was fun, bro. I had a great time.
Just out here looking like Darvingham.
But I see these girls hooping, and I really like support. So then when I'm like y'all just watch for Caitlin Clark. Like I've been watching women's college basketball for a while. The WNBA I just really didn't get into for reasons that. Maybe on a different live, we can talk about like what our plans to fix the WNBA beyond Caitlin Clark. Because I have some things I wish.
Dijon wants them to lower the rim.
Okay, I'm gonna make it quick and short. All right, there's 3 things I want the WNBA to do.
They're not gonna do it.
I think we would cook. Number 1, you already talked about change the whole look of the league to match the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Lady Lakers, Indiana Pacers. If there's a team in a city where no NBA team exists, so let's say the Connecticut Sun, make them the Connecticut Celtics. Give them some green jerseys that say Celtics. Make them look like them, okay? Because there ain't no Boston team, right? I just think that you use the same college marketing strategy. You're a Michigan fan, right? You support Michigan across the board with
Yes,
everything,
I do.
right? So you watch Michigan women's college basketball games just like you watch the football team, just like you watch the basketball team. You're an Arsenal fan in soccer. Those club soccer teams have the same kind of model. So there's an Arsenal women's soccer team. Of course, you don't really watch their games because I don't even know where they televise that. But if you find out they're doing well, you support in whatever way you can. Same as PSG, Paris exists for me. So that's the first thing I would change. Is that the second thing I would do is I would move the league back to match up with the rest of the basketball schedule, right? And I would have double headers. I would have it basically like, and I'm sorry, ladies, if this comes across disrespectful, but the ladies would be like the JV game. There would be like a women's game before the men's game. So if the Lakers are playing the Pistons, then the Lady Lakers might be playing the Connecticut Celtics, right? And that game might start at 6, and then the NBA game comes on at 8 or 5:30 to 8 or whatever, right? I think that people would, first of all, go to more WNBA games. Because it would, and then you could even make the tickets in such a way that it incentivizes you, like you'll pay less for, like if you, let's say a WNBA game is $50 and an NBA game is $100. Well, you can get a package to go to both games for like $125 or like $110 or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it would incentivize people to go to both, and that would be dope. And then, yeah, I just think that would be really cool. So, and then the last piece, which I know Troy's already alluded to.
He want to roll the rim. You know Brianna Stewart going to take your head off saying that.
I'm trying to see some girls yam on some other girls. You trying to see you dunk on some other girls.
You want to see.
I want to see.
So you want to see Caitlin Clark get dunked on and see Dave Portnoy and Clay Travis and Whitlock have a meltdown? How dare you dunked on Caitlin Clark. You've stolen my dreams. How dare you? Oh no, look what I done did. He about to blow out the, oh no. Are we gonna get demonetized by bringing up Greta Thunberg?
How you can get demonetized?
I don't know. I'm just I'm my anxiety about being demonetized with all your cooking.
I should be back in school.
I'm just saying.
The ocean.
When Dejanay, I don't know what kind of hops Dejanay Carrington got, but if she just banged on Caitlin, bop.
How dare
You
you?
have stolen my dreams, my childhood, with your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying.
Getting dunked on.
Entire ecosystems are collapsing.
Yes.
We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales.
A mass extinction is crazy.
And I'm telling you, that's all you.
She was gonna say.
Dare you?
How dare you? Man, you see Caitlin Clark getting dunked on. It's gonna be Clay Travis gonna be acting just like Greta Thunberg. Man.
I'm here
Oh
for
my
it, though.
goodness.
I'm trying to see some girls get banged on.
Yo.
Yeah, you can. I don't think that's pause.
I don't know if that's not none of that, but it's just it can be taken a certain connotation.
So I'm just saying, I'm here for it.
Yeah, so I think we covered everything. I mean, we talked about. I got the Euro tournament. I ain't got no jokes because nothing crazy's happened today. It was just kind of like some action and whatever. But you know, and I think we covered everything else that we were gonna cover. Because I think. Oh yeah, no, we didn't. Damn, this is running pretty long. But fuck it, we're gonna get it. Bro, the NBA playoffs this year was fucking trash. It was trash. And I keep telling you guys, year after year after year after year. And one of these years, y'all, especially y'all black people, you chocolate people, the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs is better.
Yeah.
The NHL playoffs are better. You know the NHL playoffs are still going on because Edmonton has picked themselves up off the canvas and has now made it a 3-2 series. They didn't just lay down like the Dallas Mavericks. You know that, right? And there's and teams come back from down 3-0 to win series in the NHL. Unlike in the NBA, where when you get down 3-0, you're done. But I keep telling y'all that these series, that the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs is better. But one day I'm going to stop leaning into my mic. And then another day, you guys are going to listen to me. Because I'm not wrong about this. I am right. The NHL playoffs are better than the NBA playoffs, which y'all are never going to be happy about the NBA playoffs, because the only thing that people go into the NBA playoffs to do is to say crazy negatives, start crazy narratives and nonsense. I seen on Twitter somebody complain because the last 6 years there's been a different champion in the NBA play. I thought y'all wanted parity. And that's the thing. It's like, y'all don't even know what y'all want from the NBA. Y'all don't want parity. Y'all don't want anything. I don't know what y'all want. Y'all just want narratives and to talk about LeBron James.
I think that sports fans, almost sports fans as a whole, I got one notable exception. They don't know what the fuck they want. Okay? 1 minute they want parity. The next minute they want the same damn team to win all the time. College football, the SEC was winning all the time. Oh, Michigan, Big Ten breaks through. Oh, they cheating. We don't like them. Wow, really? Like, the only fan group that knows what they actually want is them overseas soccer people. And I'm sick of them. They want the same damn teams to win all the time. They want Real Madrid, Barca, Bayern, them same old teams to win all the time. That's it. Everybody else, all the rest of these fans, they don't know what they want.
But y'all better tune in, man. Y'all better start tuning into this NHL playoffs. See this boy Connor McDavid do the unthinkable.
Unthinkable?
The unthinkable. The unthinkable. Yeah, y'all heard me. I just made up a word on accident. Because I definitely meant to just say unthinkable, but then somehow it came out as the unthinkable. But y'all better watch this man, Connor David, and all these other people.
Connor McDavid?
Because
Connor David is trash.
Yeah, Connor David is not in the NHL. He's trash.
Connor David.
Connor McDavid.
He at the local rec playing hockey. He don't even got skates. He has some shoes.
He probably had Barnett.
Running around, whacking a ball into a net.
Connor David is trash. Connor McDavid is next.
Listen.
But now I think I've officially covered everything I wanted to cover. So again, I thank you guys all for tuning in. Again, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you haven't hit the bell, ring that bell so you can get notifications. And until next time, I am the Panda, he is the Tiger, and we just talking. Peace.